It is happy hour. It is happy hour. 100% girls' national happiness.
Annyeong Ripples! It's happy hour! Welcome to another episode where you get to hear stories about me, my K-pop journey, and stories from our fellow K-fans. And every episode we do in K-mustahan, I always like you guys to get to know better the people that I feature here. At the same time, para you're all not thinking just like parang you want to be a promoter, you want to be part of the concert scene, ganyan. I want you guys to see how other K-poppers do with their lives, what careers they have, and how they are doing now that it's pandemic and how they're dealing with it. So, for tonight's episode, I would like you guys to get to know better somebody who had parang been in a very, very different profession. Like a lot of you guys, I'm sure when you were young, when you were like maybe 7 to 10 or 12 to 15, like me personally, during maybe I was 12 years old. Have you guys ever dreamed of becoming beauty? Parang ano kayo, parang representative kayo of your country to be a beauty contestant, like a beauty queen? Well, for some reason, I don't know why, even as short as I am, when I was 12 years old, I swear, I was following beauty queens everywhere. Like, I remember even, I forgot how old I was now. I even went to Araneta Coliseum because that's when parang Miss Universe happened in the country. So, I went there and then I really chased all those beauty queens because favorite ko that time, Miss Belgium. So, talagang feel ko. Alam mo yung meron pa akong placard na parang, hello, ganyan. So, parang during that time of my life, I've always wanted to be maybe not the beauty queen kasi parang when I stood beside them, parang mukha nila akong yaya or something like that. Basta it's so different, it's so surreal. But during that time, I have this big notion na parang women and girls are meant to be princesses and beauty queens. So for tonight, I want you guys to get to know one beauty queen that you guys will be very familiar with because we all share the same passion with K-pop, and she's also very active in social scene and on TV and everywhere. So without further ado, guys, I would like you guys to meet our Reyna Hispano-Americana 2017, Winwyn Marquez.
Hello!
Hi! Annyeong, Winwyn!
Annyeong! Hello! Hello!
Is that right?
Yes, Reyna Hispano-Americana, tama. It's just really long. Not a lot of people can actually pronounce it na maayos.
Right? But it's
very long.
It's very specific.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, if you hear it, Reyna Hispano-Americana, like you would really know what your purpose. What is your there? What is the purpose of a Reyna Hispano-Americana?
Actually, it was the first time na may sumali na Filipina in Reyna Hispano-Americana. I think the pageant has been going on 27 or 28 years, if I'm not mistaken. And it's the first time na na-invite ang Philippines to join the pageant.
Reyna Hispanoamericana 2017.
Teresita Sen Marquez, Filipina!
No estás conmigo y me siento perdido y el corazón ya no tiene latidos. Sabes que te extraño tanto y no puedo vivir sin ti.
Porque la Reina Hispanoamericana 2017 es Miss Filipinas. Teresita Sen es la Miss Reina Hispanoamericana.
Y eso quiere decir que mis corazones, mi reina hispanoamericana 2017, en este momento invitamos a María Camila Soleive para que entregue su corona esta noche a la nueva reina hispanoamericana 2017. Aquí vemos a estas hermosas mujeres de Filipinas que ahora reciben el título de reina hispanoamericana. Vemos a María Camila entregar corona y Miss Curaçao, Virreina Hispanoamericana.
Oh, I did win as the first Asian and Filipina to
How
win.
was that? Did it scare you?
It did. Kasi like, usually when you go to pageants, you have someone to ask for advice, right? Kasi may nauna sa'yo eh. So you ask advice, what do you do, what do you expect? The hardest part is I didn't know what the pageant really was. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how to speak Spanish. So there was a lot of questions going in my mind. I only had less than a month to prepare.
But I believe it's so perfect for you. Like, you really look like it though.
Oh wow.
Like,
Really?
yeah, like parang feeling ko after you winning, parang they would be always looking for that kind of beauty na for that.
I was really different kasi I was short eh. Compared sa mga Latinas, they're so tall.
Oh, really?
Tas lahat ng kalaban ko were all Latinas. I was the only Asian. So 5'10", 5'11", 5'8". I'm only 5'6" and a half, and tatlo lang ata kaming ganun
Only,
ka.
ha?
Oo. 5'6" lang ako.
Parang kahit dito sa natin, sa K-mustahan video natin, mas matangkad ka. Wait nga. Parang alam mo yun? Ba't di nakaupo? Kita-kita na sa only ka pa dyan.
Pero I'm happy na napatunayan ko rin na height doesn't really matter. Kasi when I was there, it wasn't really a big thing for them. Para sa kanila, it's how you perform on stage. Buti na
I think
lang.
it's more of like how the package is. Like, you look like
Exactly.
who you sound like, diba? Because some
Exactly.
people, they look like, and then when they start talking, parang hindi mo na makonect. Diba? Like, parang what happened? Pero yung iba naman,
What
they
happened?
look
Yeah.
like it. Tapos when they talk, yung nako-connect mo yung spirit niya sa sarili niya. So it means
That's true.
during that time na they're on stage with all the pressure and all the stress and all the eyes on them, basically, you guys, the girls who were specifically chosen to win those pageants, you were really present eh. So they knew, you really knew what was meant, diba? What's meant to happen and who you're gonna be. Parang ganyan. I think they feel it. They can feel it.
Tama. Actually, it's nice that you're also familiar with the pageant scene because what you're saying is super sakto.
Yeah, because for a while, I stopped when I think I was in college and like that. And then recently, in the recent years, it's coming back again. I stopped kasi parang na-feel ko naman talaga na hindi naman ako magiging beauty queen. So parang nag-stop siya. But before, when I was young, I think high school, ganyan. Alam mo yung parang, kasi that time naman, it's not really the models you notice eh. You notice people who are actually, especially when there's not much computer yet, yung mga internet. Diba? It's really the beauty pageants, it's the sports, yung mga athletes, the beauty queens, yan yung mga napapansin mo because growing up, they become your role models eh. Like, kaya yung mga usually, pag naglalaro kayo, yung mga hirit nyo, puro pang beauty queen.
Totoo.
Yung parang, girl, peace. Yung parang, we should not fight. Yung mga ganyan-ganyan pa. Kasi parang part of your life yun growing up.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I'm not like nowadays kasi parang I'm not so sure if kids also go through that. Alam mo yung nagpa-practice sila sa bahay, lakad-lakad like that. Or do people really dream of becoming like you? Did you really dream of becoming like a beauty queen or being part of that?
Like what you said na yung may role model din kasi ako. Like my aunt Melanie Marquez was Miss International. And then yung Tita V ako, sister ng dad ko, was also a supermodel. So growing up, nakikita ko yung photos nila, nakikita ko yung mga achievements nila. And like what you said, I wanted to be like them. Like I wanted to be a princess. I wanted to be super gorgeous. Like when I look at them, parang, oh my gosh, sobrang ganda nila. So I think yun yung pumasok sa ulo ko na parang everything's so glamorous, I wanna try it. So, doon nag-start. So, at a young age, I really wanted to be Miss Philippines. So, nung nasa high school ako, I joined pageants. Sa intrams, Mr. and Miss Sports Fest, yung mga ganon. Doon nag-start talaga. Pero
that's
as
really cool. In the recent years, parang I've been liking it again. I guess I'm appreciating it again, or maybe because I'm knowing the people behind it na, tsaka I've learned how the pageant goes or happens. Kasi one time inoffer ko pa yung K-pop stage ko na umiikot. Inoffer ko yan sa beauty binibini yata o sa Miss World. Inoffer ko yan sa local pageant natin. Tapos sabi ko, maganda yung mga beauty queens lumalabas sa ilalim. Diba? K-pop
Oh my
show.
God, I love.
Diba? Tapos hindi
love
kayo
it.
maglalakad. Iikot lang kayo na para kayong buffet. Para kayong Barbie ganyan. Diba? Ganun ka
Sana
pa-feel
nangyari
na.
yun. My gosh.
Parang hindi ko sure wala yatang budget.
Expensive daw. Super expensive. Pero sa pageant kasi, Miss World was my second pageant. The first one was Binibini. And I didn't win. Ang dami ring kailangan pagdaanan. Experience talaga before you actually get kung ano yung strength mo talaga. So,
That's
hindi
amazing to
napansin
know
ko.
because at least you know deep inside you talaga, you really want it.
Yeah.
Kasi, diba? There's some people kasi they thought when you do something, if you're passionate about it, you'll get it immediately. So parang you're a big parang sample na parang even if you're so beautiful, even if you can win, you have all the brains and everything, if it's not your time, it's not your time. Or maybe
Yeah,
it's
that's
not the
true.
competition that's for you. Diba?
I do
Maybe
believe
for
that.
Reyna ka talaga ng Hispano-Americana.
Sabi nga, like what you said, no matter how good you are, super ganda mo, super tangkad mo, ang galing mo sa stage, but if it's not for you, you wouldn't really win. Kahit ano pang gawin mo kung hindi para sa'yo yung crown, wag nang pilitin.
Diba?
Parang, for me,
Unless
it's
na lang-
destiny. Destiny, faith, I believe in that talaga.
Yeah, me then. Like I always feel like sometimes no matter how much you have prepared for something, how much you think it's meant for you, and among everybody around you, you're the most deserving. Parang ba't hindi pa rin sa'yo napunta pa rin sa isang tao na hindi niya
Totoo.
deserve. Pero I guess it's not written. Kasi
No.
it's not, diba? Like me, I always believe in that. Like my husband would always say na parang it is written. I guess from that movie, yung Slumdog Millionaire.
Oh, yes.
Diba? Like parang it's written Talagang nasa palad mo, I guess. So parang ikaw, amazing, no? That's really amazing. Diba? Like your aunt's beauty queen. Tapos your cousin ba? Or isa pang aunt?
Yes, Michelle D, my younger cousin ko siya.
Won din?
Anak ni Melanie, Tita Melanie. She won Miss World naman in the local pageant. Miss World Philippines.
Ano ka kayo? Like parang hashtag sana all kayo. Yung guys! Pero is it much of a pressure to you to do well as well? Or the family is not naman that way? Or parang ano yun? Like parang, you know how it is like pag family reunion, lahat kayo parang, tapos alam mo yun, parang, we don't belong. Or does everybody belong?
Everyone has their own identity naman in their family. So, hindi naman kailangan lahat, alam mo yun, bakit ang gilas or anything.
Ano convention ng mga beauties?
Oo, no. Pero yung pressure kasi when I compete, syempre nandun because my aunt was a former Miss International. But I can imagine sa anak niya kasi lumaban din yung anak niya, mas may pressure sa kanya. I was just trying to make my own name also. Kasi nga, in the showbiz world, my parents were really known Joey Marquez, Alma Moreno, and I was always introduced na anak ni ganyan, anak ni ganito. Like, lagi ako nasa shadow. So, nung sa beauty pageant, kahit pa paano, I showed everyone that I have my own line. I had my own name also. And people saw that. Thankfully naman na nakita nila yon na kaya kong umalis sa shadow ng parents ko. And nakakatawa, some people didn't know that I was their children. I was their child. Hindi nila alam na.
I didn't know.
Yeah. So,
I know that Winwyn Marquez who ate in Soul Train.
Soul Train it is. Oh my God.
K-Popper. Tapos, naalam ko yung ex. Sobra, sorry Pero,
It's okay.
As in, hindi ko siya na-connect until my team nga told me. So, parang sabi ko, oh, okay. So, parang, Which is nice.
Which
Kasi
is
at least,
nice. Which is
alam
nice.
mo na
yeah.
you really made your own name, no?
Yes. Lalo na nung nag-pageant ako first time, Binibining Pilipinas. I was bashed so much because anak ako ng artista.
Why was it bashed? Why?
Like,
Because-
nakapasok lang yan kasi anak ng artista. Mananalo yan kasi anak ng artista. May kapit. She wasn't tall, so bakit nakapasok yan dahil anak ng ganyan. I was really bashed as
This is not tall, no? For beauty queen, it's not considered tall.
Before, when I joined back in 2015, it wasn't considered tall. After, I think Demile Peters won. And then I won yung mga ano
What's
na,
considered
5'6".
tall?
5'8", 5'9". 5'9". 5'9". Pero after kasi nun, sunod-sunod na nananalo, hindi na masyado matatangkad na girls in international pageants.
Diba you also did showbiz? You're still doing showbiz now, diba?
Yes, I'm also doing showbiz right now. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin naman. I have a show coming out on GMA, and then I'm doing another teleserye on GMA. So tuloy-tuloy pa rin siya.
When you're acting, do you have to maintain the beauty queen, ano?
No.
So you
It's
can
a
be go
different-
crazy.
Yeah,
You can go
different.
crazy. Walang ina-expect sa'yo na dapat ganyan ka. Ba't ka ganyan? Reyna ka. Hindi ka ganun eh.
No,
dahil
naman.
Reyna, ito yung totoong Reyna. Ano na?
Ito yun!
Ba yung
Ito yun.
current na Reyna?
The K-pop fan, the K-drama fan, that's the Reyna and me.
I know. So, wala naman. Hindi naman yung tipong pag nakita ka nila somewhere, because sabihin, you cannot be like that, you know? You're holding the title of it. Hindi
No. Before, when I won, nung bago pa lang, when I was,
When you're
nasa
in
akin
that
pa yung
year
title.
of, ano,
Yeah.
oo.
Yung
And then
reigning ka
after
pa.
that, you can,
Yes.
so baka pwede
After
ka
that,
mag-acting ng, di ba usually actors, they always want to be, usually in dream na mga roles, yung mga nasisiraan ng ulo, sinasapian ng spirito, di ba mga ganyan.
actually,
So, bawa ko lang nung nag-isip nun.
no, actually, kasi mas challenging yung mga ganong role eh.
Oo,
Kasi
diba?
ang roles ko lagi, it's always the kontrabida. So I can play with my character all the time. So,
Ngayon, kontrabida ka pa rin.
kontrabida, I'm always the kontrabida.
Pero ganyan
I don't
kayo
know why.
lagi, lagi. Pag maganda, nilalagay sa kontrabida.
No.
Ay, hindi naman guys. Hindi naman. Marami na ako friends na maganda meron bida ha.
Like, I'm always the kontrabida. It's fun kasi nga you can play with it.
Pero meron Kasi hindi kasi pwede na parang dalawang maganda, tapos pareho silang bida, tapos mag-best friend. Usually yung best friend, yung mga katulad ko, kasi diba nag-JV din ako before. Ako yung best friend lagi for life. Ganyan. Tapos may bida siya na pretty. Tapos yung kalaban niya, lagi maganda din. Yung para magka-level sila, di ba? Kaya siguro ganyan. Tinatapat ka. Tapos usually, kasi strong face ka eh. Di ba?
Lalo na pag nakaayos.
Yung kalaban.
Hindi naman ako mukhang kawawa. Ako daw yung kumakawawa.
hindi, hindi ko alam. Sabi, hindi naman ako casting director.
Oo.
Pero, hindi ka mukhang kawawa. I guess meron silang tinitingnan. Meron yung iba yung mukhang gusto mong apihin.
Yung lagi
Yung
na lang
ganyan.
naiiyak yung itsura. Ganun
Oo,
ata
yung
yung
very, very, parang, very, very strong. So, I guess, dapat may sarili kang ganap-ganap dyan.
I'm also training under the Philippine Navy as a reservist in the military.
I heard.
Yeah, so mas lalo pang nag-iba yung perspective ko in life about discipline, about helping people, about learning people. So, from beauty queen to that, mas nag-mature lang siguro yung level of thinking ko ngayon.
That's really good. I heard, diba you graduated last year?
Last year, I graduated yung teacher certificate.
Yes. So,
Yes.
paano yun? Like, gusto mo rin maging teacher?
I wanted to be a preschool teacher. Specifically preschool.
Oo, yung preschool cute pa yun eh.
Specifically preschool. And then ngayon, I'll graduate as a reservist on November under the Marines.
Wow,
Philippine
grabe.
Navy. And eventually, ngayon sa Navy, and then nagpa-enlist ako sa Marines. So eventually, I'll be under the Marines.
That's so nice. Like it really amazes me when I talk to you guys, because I feel like Siyempre, like, you know how it is, like, some people kasi, well, especially even your followers, I'm sure, online, they would follow you and they think they already know you and that
Mm-hmm.
they think they already know what's going on with you and that they can judge you. But guys, now it's like, parang big example. Kasi like me, personally, I feel the same. Kasi me, I don't post everything online eh. So a lot of people don't really know what's happening.
That's true.
Nakikita na lang nila yung result, diba, of your hard work. But parang you're such an example of, ang daming pwede mangyari na iba-iba, na completely different from what
Totoo.
you're actually, diba, passionate about or like very vocal about. Sometimes you just don't talk about it, but actually you play a big role in it. Parang ganyan. Like being a
Mm-mm.
reservist like that. Was it physical training for that?
It's actually mirroring yung talagang ready force ng military. So you do training talaga, military training talaga siya. Although it's a basic citizen military course. But you're a reservist eh. So what you do, yung physical activities, the lectures, parallel siya sa pagiging frontline talaga or the ready reserve. So I
That's
wake up,
amazing.
I train every weekend. I wake up at 4. We jog at 6. We do calisthenics. We have classes.
I
gun
saw
handling.
you're very physical. My goodness. Like, I just watch you. I get so tired. I can't say
I'm-
more physical.
Kaya nga, like, people are asking me because I'm such a fangirl on my Twitter account. So my friends are like, they know that. And then when they see me sa ginagawa ko, parang, where did that fangirl go? Like, bigla akong nag-change. Kasi ano ako, girly naman ako.
Great, actually, that you have all those sides of you. Because that's the only thing that will keep you sane.
Oh yeah, that's so true.
Diba? A
My
lot of
Twitter
people
account
just-
makes me sane. Oh my God.
Diba? May ganun eh. You have, that's what I always tell, even my staffs in the office, I always tell them, never forget what makes you happy. Na not
Oh.
being responsible enough. Kasi in life kasi, as you grow, you have to be responsible in everything you do and you have to be
Super
very
true.
conscious about, diba, the footprint you live in this, you live in this world. But hindi mo dapat kakalimutan yung fun side of you. Kasi
That's so
yan
true.
yan yung mag-fulfill ng little happiness sa tummy mo. And then you can get
Oo.
the energy to do again the serious stuff, diba?
I have to agree. Because every time I train, syempre focus ako sa ginagawa ko kasi hindi rin biro, you know, when you do gun handling and then you do the military stuff.
Yeah.
Hindi rin siya biro eh. Pero like, pag break time, my friends see me listen to music, BTS music, they see me watch videos. Pag nagbe-break time minsan, dun lang ako nakakapaghinga. Kumbaga, I have to distress muna. Because if not, you're gonna be drained eh. Hindi naman pwedeng laging seryoso ka. Kailangan may konting break din na kahit
It's
pa konti,
really like that,
konti.
no? And it's so nice na talagang we found that. I'm sure, imagine mo, imagine if before you became a K-drama fan, K-pop fan, ano yung outlet mo nun? Like, what makes you happy then?
Actually, ever since I was in high school, I loved K-drama already. Princess Hours. I was watching Princess
Oh,
Hours.
grabe, sobrang old school.
Yeah, that was my diba?
Wait, yeah.
Princess Hours, Spring Waltz.
Yan yung mga
tama ba?
dinodot sa Avenida, yung bibig.
Yeah.
Kuya,
Diba? Si Song Ji yung Oo, promise. Nung high school ako, grade school ata ako, high school, yun na, DVD pa yung pinapanood ko noon.
So what K-pop artists or songs do you listen to now? Like, I'm sure, iba-iba. Kasi ang daming release ngayon, pandemic, di ba?
Sobrang daming release ngayon. Pero, hindi kasi ako yung talagang, it's BTS talaga that I'm a fan of. Like, talagang sinusubaybayan ko sila. K-pop as a whole, I hear snippets from other groups. Like, ang gusto ko ngayon yung bagong song ni Jackson? Tama ba?
Yes.
Jackson Wang. Yung bagong song na nalabas niya. I really like that also. And then, syempre yung Twice, then paulit-ulit sa akin yung More and More. Na sinasabi mo. Like, even sa house, malilinig ko pinakikinggan ng kapatid ko, magugulat na lang, oh my gosh, kakarinig ko lang yan kanina. So it got stuck in my head.
Yeah,
And Wasa. Wasa? Sila.
actually, you have similarity with Hwasa. Parang
Oh, really?
Parang Filipina Hwasa.
Oh my gosh, tumaas yung balahibo ko, if you can.
Ang haba naman ng balahibo mo, nakita ko.
Oo, nagbalbuan ako eh. Papakita ko talaga. In short, alam mong kinilig ako sa sinabi mo.
Pero totoo, like next time, pag feeling mo, like, oh sige, ayaw ko na mag-beauty queen, magpapaka-singer and dancer na.
Magmamaria.
I swear. Tingnan natin kung di tumambling buong Pilipinas.
Kailangan
Totoo.
naman mag-Maria.
Oo. Tapos yung tipong talaga lalabas mo lahat ng curves mo. Tapos yung papawis-pawis ka, yung wet-look, ganyan.
Oh my gosh. When she cut her hair this short, sakto yung hair ko, ganun din kaitse.
Diba?
Oh my God. Oo, na-in love ako
Actually,
sa kanya.
as a K-pop artist, ano siya para siyang, sobrang different siya, na hindi mo akalain na people would accept it. But because of her confidence with herself and then the way she moves,
The
tapos
way,
yung iba yung angas niya, grabe. As in talagang
Yung-
parang biglang naging idol siya ng lahat.
Hindi totoo yung attitude niya when I watch her music videos and how she sings, how she performs. She's like, look at me. I'm
I
here.
Like,
Ganun
wala akong
siya.
pakialam kahit maspayat silang lahat. Ako to.
And yung ano niya, balakang niya, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want that. I like her.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, yun yung peg
na-draw
mo.
ako sa
Yun yung peg
kanya.
mo. So, next time, pag mag-change career ka, dali mo yung picture niya, sabi mo sa manager mo, itong peg ko Dito
Alam
tayo
mo,
pupunta.
Baka magulat ka na lang mag-post ako ng Twitter na,
Tapos sa Halloween, nasa pandemic naman, sa Halloween, magwasa ka.
sa bahay naglalakad ako just channeling Wasa and
Ay,
Halloween.
talaga? Diba? Alam mo, I guess, if you're, like, to you guys out there then, if you're feeling down and then feeling mo parang, di ba there are times, especially when it's time of the month, yung mga ganyan, na feeling mo you're so bloated, you're so down, you're so sad, you're this, pangit yung skin mo now. Kasi di ba may time talaga yung skin mo hindi nagko-cooperate.
Oh, yeah.
Hindi mo alam bakit ayaw kumapit yung mga makeup.
Totoo.
May oily parts dito, may ganyan. Pag feeling nyo lahat ganyan, tadtarin nyo yung buong katawan nyo ng oil at maghuwasa mo. Tingnan natin kung hindi kayo mag-feeling sexy bigla. Iba. I-channel nyo lang si Wasa.
I-channel nyo lang siya, mag-joggers kayo, tapos para mag-swimsuit kayo sa loob na fit na
tapos
fit.
shiny ka. Kasi minsan,
Oo.
diba, like that, sa atin kasi before, diba, pag sinasabi, diba sa showbiz, sabihin la, oily ka na. So, papowderan ka.
Dito, yan.
Hindi, diba, sa K-pop, gusto namin yan, hindi oily powder.
Channel Wasa and you'll be happy.
Glow yan. Ganun, diba? Are you learning the language na din? Are you like adapting it with your lifestyle? Like, or
I want to. It's just so difficult. I tried. It's just so difficult for me to learn it. Kasi ang hirap talaga ng hangul. Din naman, hindi ko nga kayang sabihin ng tama. Trinay ko, pero nahihirapan ako. Siguro I need more time pa talaga. Kailangan kasi focus ka. But I have a lot of friends na nakakasulat na rin talaga sila. Pero nagka-klase, they do classes, like online classes for that. And grabe yung dedication. Siguro ako konting time pa para mag-dive in ako
a
sa
lot of
ganun.
people nga a lot of people I know, parang yan na yung second language nila.
Oo, na-amaze ako. Pag may-message ako sa kanila ng Tagalog, English, ang reply nila sa akin, Korean. Sabi ko, ibang klase kayo. I don't know kung paano yung nagagawa yan. So, kasi marami din ako.
Barkada na talagang K-pop fans.
I met, hindi naman barkada, pero kasi di ba I went to different concerts also ng BTS. And then, nakapunta rin ako sa award show. And then I met a lot of Filipino armies na eventually naging kaibigan ko na hanggang ngayon. Naging kaibigan ko na talaga sila.
Talagang pinanindigan mo paging army, nag-sign up ka na.
Oo! My gosh, I travel alone, Happee, Korea, Japan. As in, mag-isa ako pumupunta. Tapos nami-meet ko na lang talaga sila doon sa event. And hanggang ngayon, may connection pa rin, like, which is nice. And nakakatawa, pag lost ako sa nangyayari, talagang may magtatanungan ako. Or actually, kahit hindi na rin siya BTS related, naging usapan na talaga na parang friends. Which is, for me, one thing na ang sarap maging ARMY kasi meron akong nag-gain na friend that parang magiging family mo na rin.
Yeah, I feel so too. And I'm really so happy. That's why I keep wanting the community to grow. That's why in partnership with Globe nga, we have that community. Para kasi we really want to cultivate that community na parang it keeps growing. Kasi I feel like especially nowadays, parang instead na mag-drugs mga tao dyan sa labas at ang daming extra time, pag K-popper ka kasi, sobra kang busy. Ang dami mong schedule. May mag-hiatus, may magka-comeback, bigla na lang may magre-release.
Tsaka nag-aabang ako ng 11 p.m., mag-aabang ka.
Diba? Marami kang schedule. Parang, tsaka, I feel, as much as people are saying na parang sira ulo nga mga K-poppers, ganyan-ganyan, like even me, like parang crazy kayo, busy-busy kayo. Feeling ko it taught a lot of people, especially yung alam mo yung mga hindi pa naka-travel pero are K-pop fans, it taught them different, parang, how do you explain it? Na parang nagkaroon sila ng parang consciousness on time. Kasi you know how Filipinos, sabi lagi late. Hindi, naging conscious na tayo sa time. Mga K-poppers, mostly alam niya, pag sinabing 11, nandyan ka na. Kasi
nag-uunahan talaga sila.
Diba? Ganon. So parang nagiging mas naging familiar sila na pag sinabi mo ito, it will happen on that day, it will happen at that time. Kasi notice mo, like before, walang ganyan. Like dati gulo-gulo. Alam mo kahit sabihin mong kaya Monday, 11, release, kaya parang hindi lataw. Ay, Monday ba? 12 ba? O 11? 11 parang pupunta pa lang siya. Yung mga ganyan.
Oh my God, totoo.
People are used to na parang it's like this. In this community, if you want to survive in our K-pop community, updated schedules.
Time management and discipline ang kailangan.
Yes. Parang natuto lahat magganyan.
Yeah.
Like parang nababalanse na yung travel time. Alam niya, nandoon siya kasi dapat ganyan. Ganyan. Dati walang ganyan eh. So parang like me personally, nakita ko how a lot of fans had grown to that. And I feel like as human, as people, it really added something great in each and every one of us. Na parang at least yung hobby natin tsaka yung for fun natin. It gave us something new. It made us more conscious of the schedules of each other, of the time. Diba? Na walang, wala tayong gimmick ganyan kasi may release si ganon. Yung mga ganon. Mas
galing,
importante
diba?
ang schedule. Ang galing, diba?
Ang
at least
galing, diba?
Paano buhay mo?
Oo.
Diba?
Totoo yun. Kung may bagong release na music video, kailangan maghanap ako kung saan may wifi.
Exactly. Hindi yung gitna ng scene mo, biglang sabi, nag-release, hindi ka makakonsentrate.
Oo.
So, at least alam mo, may 6 o'clock ako, guys, Huwag niyo akong guguluhin. Have you ever met, like, in a very serious note, like, kunyari, when you're in a very serious event, biglang may na-meet ka ba bigla na parang, you're a K-pop fan too, may ganyan?
Nakakatawa ka kasi when I go to training, yung casing ko kasi BTS.
Talaga hardcore.
Hindi naman, BT21 naman, ganyan. Tapos may photocard kasi dyan, tinanggal ko lang, kaya may photocard. So, nakakatawa sa training. So, pag training namin, oh my gosh, fan ka ng BTS. So, nakakaya kasi syempre naka-military, Tapos, yan yung mapapansin niya. Ganyan, napapansin niya. Sabi ko, yes.
Yes.
So, yes. So, natutuwa ako kasi kahit doon sa setting na yon may nakakapansin. So, alam mo talagang very diverse yung diba? Yung mga
Pero
fans.
that's when you know talaga, times had changed. Before, ganyan. Ano ba yan? Tapos dati, as in, kasi normally, alam mo yung before, in the beginning, kala nila, you could recognize a K-popper just by how they're wearing their clothes or how they look. You can never know. Makikita mo yan sa phone nila. Kung ano yung, diba? Kung ano yung wallpaper, kung ano yung mga nakalawit-lawit sa bag niya, yung mga ganyan. Hindi mo makikita
Totoo
yung
yan. Super true.
Meron ako mga questions sa'yo. Ito na. Wala pa sa mga questions ko yun na kanina.
Ganun pag masarap ang usapan.
I know. If you would choose one drama that you'd recommend to a friend, what would it be? Kasi 'di ba marami kang napanood na.
One. Descendants talaga. Descendants of the Sun.
Yan ba yung nag-influence sa'yo mag-sign up sa military?
No. No.
Bakit? Why?
Pwede nating sabihin na inspired, naging isang reason kaya ako nag-sign up sa military. Pero hindi siya yung sole reason talaga. Why? Because may mga kilala din kasi ako, like yung brother ko, hindi talaga siya into K-drama kasi ang alam niya, puro love story, yung puro kilig factor. Pero kasi sa K-drama, sa Descendants, I saw na may story talaga siya, may action, magagaling umarte, iba-ibang stories of love na makaka-connect din sila. And madali siyang ibenta sa tao kumbaga. And dahil dun sa Descendants, yung brother ko, oh my God, pinanood niya talaga hanggang dulo to the point na he's messaging me na parang, oh my God, Win, grabe to, hindi ko mapigilan. Kailangan mapanood yung next, ganon. Hanggang sister ko sa States, pinapanood niya na.
Really?
Oo, kasi nga it's not, iba-iba nga yung type ng tao, di ba? Minsan ayaw nila na talagang kilig factor, which is staple sa K-drama.
Ayoko yung may dalawang girl, tapos may isang guy. Kasi parang alam ko na yung mangyayari.
Diba?
May aagawan sila dyan.
Oo. May ganun kasi. So yung Descendants, i-recommend ko siya for those people na hindi pa masyadong alam yung, kumbaga medyo aloof pa sila sa K-drama. And marami naman.
Meron ka bang dream na role na gusto mo gampanan? Like, siyempre, you're an actor, so every time you watch all these dramas, K-dramas, do you wish na meron ka rin ganyan, tas you'll be like that?
There's this, ano bang napanood ko na pinaka-okay? I really wanna do, siyempre yung Descendants, yung kay Kim Ji-won. Tama ba? Kim Ji-won.
Ano ba yung mo? Strong characters ba yung nagugustuhan mo? O yung mga
Minsan. Kasi si Kim Ji-won din siya yung sa Fight for My Way.
Oh yeah, ang dami may gusto niya. Hindi ko pa napapanood yan
Sila ni Park Seo-joon, her character there, cute na nakakatawa, napalaban. Sobrang galing niya. Ako gusto ko yung character niya doon.
Siguro nga yan. Ang dami na nagsabi sa akin yan. Like, every time I ask somebody, parang Fight for My Way. Yan.
Or, yung parang sa Sky Castle.
Yan. Super gusto ko yan.
Kahit sino doon.
Ako yung tutor.
Oh my God. Siguro sabihin ko if challenging yung mom talaga. Yung isang
Sino doon?
I'm sorry, hindi ko alam yung names nila. But
Yun. Oo.
Nag-change ng name.
Yes.
Yun.
Actually,
role.
Siya yung role na gusto mo. So actually, yung role niya mas complicated, no?
Oo, ang hirap
kasi
ng ginagawa.
Yung isa naman yung medyo quiet na, diba? Na parang
mabait.
Yung isa naman mabait, na hindi mo maintindihan. Yung tutor naman, scary. Parang parang naging thriller bigla.
Balimbing kasi siya, hindi mo alam kung mabait ba siya, masama ba siya, kung tama ba yung gagawin niya. Which is very, very nice. Ang galing nila dun lahat, umarte sa Sky Castle.
Sobrang galing nun, no? Actually, yun yung isang show na talagang ninuod ko siya, natapos ko siya ng 4 days. Kailangan
ko mag-break dun sa Sky Castle kasi kung tuloy-tuloy, ang bigat-bigat niya.
Sobra. Kasi talagang eyebags na ako noon. Talagang
hindi ko kinaya. Akala ko noong umpisa pa lang okay siya, pero biglang, oh my God.
Right?
Totoo.
Kaya
hindi ko siya mapanood. Yeah. Like, World of Marriage natapos ko ata 4 days.
Yan, ayoko panoorin.
Oh my gosh!
Kabit-kabit yan.
Buti na lang single ako.
Yun nga. Siguro being married kasi, na parang, di naman nakakatawa. Parang totoo, entertaining yan. Parang may ganun kang factor.
But it's nice.
Pero sabi,
it's
actually
really
in
nice.
Korea, parang naano niya na-match niya yung rating ng Sky Castle.
Ang galing kasi din nila Martin. Parang siyang Gone Girl-ish.
Ganyan? Oh, shoot. Sige nga, try ko nga.
Pero syempre, pag may asawa ka, may boyfriend ka.
Diba? Parang may something Parang may sablay siya Pag may,
Oo, magiging mga parang FBI ka gano'n.
yan.
Oo, grabe. Pero yung Sky Castle, hindi ko kayang tapusin. Tuloy-tuloy. It was really heavy for me.
Really? So, hindi mo pa natatapos?
Hindi pa.
Ikwento
Kasi
ko na.
Spoiler.
Excited. Meron ako ito na, tina-time check ako. May, sabi ko sa mga staff ko, kasi pag naumpisa niyo ako salita, kailangan niyo ako yung time check kasi pag naman sa 5 hours.
Mamaya hanggang bukas na kami actually, guys. Bukas na kami dito.
May parang awa moments ako. We ask questions na related to personal stuff and then stuff na we feel na we don't really ask people but we feel na it can clarify some things or parang feeling namin parang awa in your life.
Parang,
diba? Kasi yun yung lagi ko sinasabi, parang awa. Nanakawan ka ba ever?
nanakawan ako ng makeup.
Diba? May magnanakaw.
And what's funny is, nanakawan ako ng makeup, bumili ako ng bagong makeup, nanakaw ulit yung bagong makeup. The same shade.
Lesson learned na may magnanakaw talaga.
May magnanakaw talaga. Hindi mo lang alam kung...
At least may lesson kang na-learn.
Oo. After nun, lahat na ng makeup ko meron ng mark na WM. So, alam na pag nanakaw, akin yun.
Ako din. When I was starting, I would do modeling nun When I was young, mahilig ako magdala ng watch, jewelry, kasi mami ko mahilig jewelry, so lagi ako meron yan. At diba when you do ramp na, hindi ka pwede may suot.
Tanggal lahat.
Tanggal lahat.
Yeah.
So, iwan ko sa bag ko. Ay, pagbalik ko, wala silang lahat. Ganyan. So,
lesson learned.
Lesson learned.
Lesson learned.
Pag mayroon kang trabaho, huwag nga mag-inarte, dala-dala mo lahat alahas mo, hindi naman.
Minsan kasi kailangan mo ma-experience para hindi mo na gawin ulit.
Right? Diba? So parang yun Kaya parang you try everything. That's why a lot of people nga, they ask me na parang how this, how that. I always say, just do it. Then pag natuto ka, nadapa ka dyan, then lang ka matututo.
Exactly.
Kaya natin ulitin mo yan.
Totoo. Tama yun.
No?
I have to agree.
Ano nga ito yung question ko?
Oo nga pala.
How do beauty queens use their voice to fight for their advocacy? Sorry, biglang naging serious.
Oo, hindi na kasi saan galing yun. Ako rin siyang bagay sa usapan.
Oo nga. Hindi, kasi parang ito yung gist niya. Kasi diba after coronation night, diba usually you have, I'm sure kasi every time you join a pageant, you would always have that advocacy that you fight for, that you believe in.
That's true.
Diba? What happens to that? Like after coronation night, like do you get to fulfill all those? How does that happen? Do you really have that voice?
Mas lumawak yung reach ko nung nanalo ako sa pageant. And I don't know why here in the Philippines, if you're a beauty queen, credible ka lalo na pag nasagot mo ng maayos yung mga questions, pag napakita mo ng maayos, people tend to really believe in you And it worked in my favor kasi when I won, I did different community engagement programs. So nagtuturo kami sa kids, we do book readings, nagdo-donate kami ng mga supplies I went to Zamboanga, Cebu, Cavite, sa iba't ibang schools talaga na umiikot kami and magdo-donate kami ng books. Kasi for me, alam mo yung pag preschool, yung nagsasayawan, nagkakantahan. Kids kasi remember that So habang nagtuturo kami, may mga intermission numbers na sumasayaw kami, kumakanta kami, parang isang malaking party. And kids are like sponges, diba? Whatever you teach them, whatever you feed them, it will stay in their minds talaga. Lalo na at such a young age. And yun yung ginawa ko. education with a little bit of, fun and play, para naman may purpose din yung ginagawa ko. So, ang dami kong nagawang ganun, and ang dami nang tumulong sa akin na organizations. And I'm happy na na-fulfill ko naman yon during my reign. And even now naman, kasi I still donate, hindi lang pwede nang bumisita talaga sa different schools kasi nga it's pandemic, diba?
Yeah.
So, in my own little ways, I just use whatever I have, like social media, diba? If I can donate whatever I have, kahit small amount, I do donate. So, depende na lang kung paano mo gagawin and paano ka makaka-reach ng tao.
That's really great, no, to have that chance, especially at your young age, to have that chance to have that much reach in a way wherein it really touches lives, no?
Yeah.
Like it's seriously, like I've always believed in like that, because like a lot of people did always fundraise, especially with our company, and then they would ask for my donation and ganyan. It's actually very easy to just write a check and just donate it, but for me personally, I've always wanted to give it straight to the person, na parang
Dapat.
at least one person at a time, I'm able to make them feel that I care, and then I have touched their lives, and then made the difference to it. Kasi I feel like yun yung maalala nila eh. Tsaka for me, that's what's important for me. At least I know what I'm doing, and then I know what I did. Kesa
That's
yung
true.
parang wala lang for your spiritual blessing, sige mag-donate ka dyan. Iba yung time na binigay mo, tsaka yun talaga nilagyan mo siya ng heart. No?
Yeah,
Iba yung
importante kasi sa akin yung engagement eh. Gusto ko nakikita ko yung
Right.
bata. Gusto ko nakakausap ko siya, nakakasama ko siyang sumayaw, or even kumain ng sabay. So for me kasi importante yun eh. Mas may impact kesa if you just donate. I mean, big help pa rin. Pero if you really want to make a difference, you really have to engage with people.
So, being part of our local entertainment industry, what do you think is the best lesson that you have learned from the Korean entertainment that you would want, hopefully, that Philippine industry would apply?
Oh my gosh. The discipline, the love for the craft, the way they train, yung mga details sa galaw nila, even the acting. Sana ma-adapt ng industry here in the Philippines. Kasi they really dedicate, like yung mga trainees, diba? I also watch Island. Napanood ko rin siya.
Yeah.
Trainees at such a young age, grabe na yung dedication sa craft nila. Diba? Talagang they give it their all. Kung sayaw, kanta, talagang lahat, all aspects, buong-buo. So sana dito, before you start going into showbiz also, before you do this, sana, na rin, trained ka na rin talaga, and alam mong gusto mong gawin dahil you love what you're doing. Kasi diba, ang hirap kung pipilitan ka lang, ganyan.
Oh, yung iba kasi parang gusto lang talaga mag-artista para sumikat.
Mag-artista, sumikat. Exactly.
Parang hindi nila talaga inaaral, no? Yung craft.
Oo, hindi nila inaaral. Kasi syempre, like, look at their discipline, yung kanta, facial expression, sayaw, lahat eh. The way they speak, the way they talk, the way they dalhin yung sarili nila. Even sa actors sa Korea, di ba nag-aaral pa sila ng acting? Talagang,
Kahit naman sa States eh. Talagang
oo,
kinakareer talaga nila.
kinakareer
But
nila.
like-
So sana dito din ganun. Yung discipline siguro sa sa craft namin. Sana ganun din dito. I mean, there are artists naman na ganun. Pero sabi mo nga, may iba kasi na gusto lang pumasok din sa showbiz kasi nga gusto sumikat. I cannot blame them kasi iba-iba naman din yung reasons. Pero it's also nice na well-rounded ka rin, di ba? Pag you enter this industry.
Yeah, like I remember like when I was young. Parang tanda ko na. When I was pushed into that industry at some point of my life. Tapos parang I can do it. I can dance, I can sing, I can act. But the thing is, parang that time, iniisip ko na parang, why would I, kasi diba may mga audition tayo niyan eh. Kala nila, papasa lang sa iyo yung role kasi ikaw, anak ka ni kasi yan. Kaya ikaw na.
No, meron
Hindi nila
din.
alam. Mag-audition ka pa rin kahit within your station yan. O-audition ka for a role, tapos tsaka nila ilalagay kung saan ka
babagay
During the
ito.
time, me kasi ever since I've been very sensitive to that and respect to each person's career, kahit ano pa lang yun, beginner pa lang ako, na feel ko na parang, why would I fight with somebody who had years and trained for years for this particular time? Tapos makipag-agawan ako just because lang, wala lang, gusto ko lang. So, alam mo yung nagigilty sobra ako. Alam mo yung tipong parang what did I do to deserve it more than that person? Kaya wala. After a while talaga ako na nag-back out na parang feeling ko even if opportunities were there in front of me, I felt na parang I don't give justice to it, and then I feel like other people deserve it more than I did. And I felt like parang siguro iba yung para sa akin. So that was, for me, I guess that was the time in my life na hindi ko alam kung saan path ako. But that's one thing I knew then, na hindi talaga showbiz. Kasi I was not as willing to give in the long hours.
Compared to the others.
Nag-aantay ako. Alam mo yun? Diba ang tagal nyo nag-aantay?
Oo. Siguro, iba kasi syempre sa Korea, iba rin dito. Pero siguro yung discipline lang talaga. Discipline lang sana ma-adapt dito sa Pilipinas.
Yeah. I think with the new generation now, I think a lot of you guys understand that no? Parang more. Except na lang yung iba talaga meron. Pero I hope that one of these days talaga, the Philippine entertainment industry really adapts to that. Na parang they won't just let you go on stage without really being polished. Na alam mo yung talagang you show the world na sobrang galing mo. Hindi yung para lang sige na.
Kasi minsan kasi pag may shows like before, sometimes 1 day lang ang rehearsals, 2 days lang ang rehearsals. Some can get it if you're really talented and may skills ka talaga. The others naman, syempre may hirapan, hindi kaya. Tapos sasalang mo sila na hindi pa nila talaga kaya i-perform. Di ba medyo mahirap? Sila din yung maapektuhan. So, sana...
One of these days, I hope that the Philippine entertainment industry would have a great respect parang specifically on each artist's talents.
Exactly.
Hindi ako masyado naaaliw when, alam mo yung sikat siya na artista, tas bigla niyang ginawa yung isang bagay na actually may mas magaling dyan. Tapos lahat sila parang, basta hindi ako naaaliw sa ganun. Gusto ko yung tipong, sana yung parang, alam mo yung parang Hollywood style, yung parang talagang iba yung respeto pag nakita nila artista yan ng ganyan. Hindi dahil yung kapitbahay ko rin artista yung kapitbahay ko rin artista. Alam mo yung lahat na lang kayo artista.
Lahat na lang artista.
Oo, hindi ko kayo lahat. Maganda yung talagang makikita mo talagang
nandun yung respect.
Diba? Yung talagang mahihiwalay mo sila as people and as artists. No?
There's an identity talaga.
It will become like that.
I hope.
Yeah, kasi especially nowadays that there's level of influencers. Yung iba, mag-influencer na lang, okay lang. Yung iba naman, di ba? Kanya-kanyang, sana may ganyan tayo next time para hindi naghalo-halo. Kasi nakakagulo kaya, hindi mo na makilala.
Di ba? Iba-iba na talaga.
Kasi parang nilabo-labo na nila. Di ba? Parang, as somebody who loves K-pop and K-drama, very particular
You can differentiate kasi talaga.
Yes, diba? Alam mo talaga siya yung ganito siya. Ganitong actor yan. Diba? Maganda yung ganun. Like, hopefully, one of these days talaga. Kasi there was a time in my life, especially when I was young, sobrang rooting ako talaga for Filipino actors. Nakipagpatayan ako for Jennifer Sevilla tsaka Cheryl Cruz.
Oh my gosh!
Ganyan ako ka-hardcore.
Wow!
Parang pinsan ko, pro Cheryl, tapos ako Jennifer, tapos parang nagkukurutan na yata kami kasi kung sino pipiliin ni Romnick. Parang, ang jolog, nakakatawa. Pero
okay lang yan. Marami tayong pinagdadaanan na ganyan.
Well, I'm so happy to be speaking with you tonight, and I hope that you didn't get bored, and
oh my gosh!
I hope that you're able to share with everybody what you like to share, and maybe, hopefully, whoever's listening to to us na sana they get to know you more on a personal level, and then they realize that you are somebody deeper than what they see on Twitter or what they read lang elsewhere. And then that they take you whatever you've done with yourself as well as an inspiration, that they can also do other things. They don't
That's
just
true.
need to be a fangirl for life. Na parang they can also accomplish so many things at a young age. Like you, imagine mo, wala lang, gusto mo lang umalis, then you went, and then you did this, did that. You see how much lessons you've learned along the way.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
and then hopefully, yung mga gusto sumali sa mga beauty pageant dyan next time, diba? If you guys are losing na from grade school ka, sumali ka sa intrams, tapos sa high school ka, talo ka pa din, hanggang college, talo ka pa rin, promise, pwede ka manalo eventually. No? Like,
Totoo.
with practice and talagang heart, never give up.
Never
Yun
give
lang.
up. Tsaka, I just wanna also share, girls are also strong talaga, not because, parang, di ba sinasabi nila, you're strong for a girl, but no, you're just strong. Like, that's why I also entered the military reservists, to show that kaya ng kahit sinong gumawa ng gusto nila, kung anong gusto nilang gawin. It doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl. As long as disiplinado ka and you know your priorities and you know your discipline, magagawa mo yung gusto mo in life.
Yeah, that's a good thought, because buti your parents are very they never made you think, oh, you're a girl, you have to do this.
Oh, no. They're
That's
worried.
good.
Worried naman sila. Pero kasi, kasi ako if I want to do something, if I want to show them that I can do it, I show them talaga. Worried, yes, pero yun nga, if you're disciplined and you really want it, magagawa mo eh. Actually, I don't know if this will sound bad, pero I read this somewhere na parang, you don't really need motivation to have discipline. Kasi, kailangan ng motivation in life, pero, like, para makapunta ka sa goal mo, kailangan disiplinado ka. You won't go left or right, you just go straight. Diba? So, for me, yun, sana, gusto ko malaman yun ng mga girls din. Young girls, kung sino man, anong man age, na kaya na lang gawin kahit ano.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight, Winwyn, and thank you so much for your time. And I hope that I see you soon, and stay safe. And you look so good.
Thank you. It's the ring light. Thank you.
No, pero like, you look so good. Like, congrats on whatever you're doing, and congratulations on your military, diba?
Yes, reservist. Yeah.
Grabe. So next time, if we need anything, diba, you guys will be the one in front of the line.
Yes, mga Marine reservists.
Amazing. Thank you, dear Ripples, for joining us again for a wonderful night with Winwyn and our K-mustahan session. If you have any messages for me or any letter suggestion, don't forget to email me at dearinang@happyhour.com, and I'll make sure to read them and answer them as much as I can. Winwyn, you want to say this with me? As
Okay.
always,
Be splendid, be extra,
choose
happy. Annyeong!
Thank you.
Thank you so much!
It is happy hour. 100% girls' national happiness.